you would, to answer the question. How was it that your company got involved in international export, and why did you make that first step? Hadi, why don't we start with you and then just work down the table.
Certainly. We've been trading, I come from a trading family, so we've been trading for a number of different years. I did my first trading experience when I was 13 years old. I imported a couple boxes of nuts in wholesale from Egypt and sold them in London. But my, I guess, Okabashi brands really got interested and excited in exporting about 5 years ago with our Okabashi brand. We always knew we had a market and we were making our products, but it was not till we sort of this new middle class had come about, and we met a Japanese distributor, and in 1 year we did $2 million worth of exports of selling our shoes from 1 year to the next, exporting into Japan, and there was a huge fever. So we somehow at a trade show came across this Japanese distributor. They liked our product, and ever since then we've continued to export our shoes to Japan and Europe and the rest of the world. So.
Okay, thank you. Paul?
Well, right out of college, I was lucky enough to join a firm that was doing international trade from Europe into the United States. And from there, my whole life just kind of took off because it was something that I really enjoyed doing. And I was very fortunate as a college graduate to find my niche right off the bat. And so I had 20-some years experience. I guess now I'm showing my age. But from there, in 2008, I had a friend located in the carpet capital of Dalton, Georgia, that was very small, and he said, you know, the economy's turning, and we have such a bad recession in the United States. The housing market is completely gone. He goes, would you be willing to come and join me and help us expand our commercial carpets overseas? And I was very fortunate from the beginning because I worked for larger companies in the middle that basically paid to train me. I traveled the world at their expense, and I learned everything I needed to do from that. And the past 3 years has been very, very challenging in the carpet business because the margins have shrunk. Everything is, I'm sure everybody's experiencing the same thing I have. Sales are down, margins have shrunk. So you're trying to constantly invent ways to sell without creating a bunch of expense. And that's how we've been doing it. We've only got 5 people in the office. We do close to $10 million. And it's been just by contacts that I've built up over the years. And that's basically how it's been done.
Thank you, Paul. Shashi?
3 conscious reasons. One, we're only a 6-year-old company. So the company was started in 2006, which means you can call us the new connected age company. Having the luxury of being born only 6 years ago, you already are extremely connected to the whole world. So selling smartphone accessories and starting it in a time of 2006, it just was the right thing to do, that you sell globally. Second thing, I've been a big history buff all my life and love studying about Great Britain and how they ruled all over the world. But what's fascinating about them is they're a really small nation that controlled almost 70% of global trade for over 200 years. And they did it not by producing it themselves, but being able to get tea from India and sell it to other countries, get coffee from one country, sell it to other countries. So that was always an inspiration for me. So having learned from that, I said, if I'm going to start a business that is going to buy from somewhere and bring it here or anywhere else, I should be able to sell it anywhere in the world. The world is going to buy these goods from somewhere. Why not buy it from me? Third and most importantly, having come to this country as an immigrant and having lived here, it gives you a little appreciation that the world is much larger than just the US. So just that international flavor just pushes you to do more than you would just do in the US. So those are my 3.